Everyone, I'm just Phishing. I'm Microsoft Identity and Security Engineer. Today I want to talk about one of the most overlooked attack techniques I still see is hidden inbox rules. Most breaches don't start with ransomware, they start quietly with an inbox rule you never knew existed. In this video, I'll explain what are inbox rules, how cybercriminals abuse them, how breaches go unnoticed, and most importantly, how to detect and prevent it, including the real impact on businesses. Let's hop on my computer now. Let's talk about what are inbox rules. So I'll try to explain you what are inbox rules in very simple terms. Some of them you might know about already. However, I would like to explain it again. We often use inbox rules in email solutions. So let's say you already inbox rules automate email actions. What email actions can be automated? So let's say he's the CEO of the company, Mr. CEO, and you are here working on your laptop. Okay. Every day at around 8 a.m., he sends an email to you, and you don't want this to be missed, right? What you can do is you want this to be you have already created a folder in your Outlook, let's say a priority folder. So what you can do is you can go to the Outlook inbox rules and you can set up a rule. Whenever you receive an email from Mr. CEO, it always move to the priority folder. You can use inbox rules for sorting, which means you want to sort them low priority, high priority ones. Somebody wants to move as per the sender. Somebody wants to move, let's say, accounts email. If you see the accounts are sending an email, account department, move it to billing section. If you say finance department is sending an email, move it to finance share mailbox. So let's talk about how attackers use hidden inbox rules. This is one of the common overlooked attacks I still see, because let's say he's sitting a cyber criminal. Okay, he's a cyber criminal here. Again, let's talk about he is with his laptop and you are sitting here, right? You are working already occupied with the meetings and all those stuffs. At 4 o'clock, you already want to go home. He'll try with MFA fatigue attack. So what is MFA fatigue? I've already discussed in other videos as well. You will be prompted for so many MFA requests, and you initially first time you didn't denied because you did not approve. Second time again you denied, but second when it comes after every 10 to 5 minutes. What you will do is let's approve it because because you're already tired, you think it might be a glitch Microsoft, and this person, cyber criminal, has got access to your mailbox. So this is your mailbox. He's entered into the mailbox. Now what he will do is, so first of all he will try to create inbound create inbound rules. So mentally create inbound rules, right? So let's say first inbound rules: delete any security alerts that it generates, as forwards message externally. I've seen email addresses where people auto forwarding was enabled. In my experience, I have heard from several organizations or several IT administrators that they did not know when this incident would happen. Let's talk about why this attack works so well. This attacks work so well because attackers do not need to install malware, no alerts. It's very silent attack, means you breaches go unnoticed because you do not get alert. He did try to, so you are already using it. First time he was able to log in with some PowerShell scripts to the mailbox, user's mailbox. Once he's entered into the mailbox, your mailbox is set up to forward all emails to cyber criminals, some person external email address. So why breaches go unnoticed? As I said, as I already explained in my previous slide, no sign-in alerts. So now your mailbox is working for the cyber criminals. That mailbox, that compromised mailbox is sending emails external recipient. And nowadays cyber criminals do use certain techniques, let's say phishing attack, in order to install malware. Um, I don't want to go into that. I'll try to touch those topics very subtle. So that, let's say phishing, let's say if we talk about MFA fatigue also. So real world impact. If we talk about what is real world impact, let's say invoice fraud. Once your account is compromised, let's say this person account is compromised, rules are set. So what they will do is they will set up rules to all photo forward or emails. This is a finance team head, and this company is about to submit a tender to the government end. Whatever the email communication he is doing with his team or CEOs, all for emails are being forwarded to cyber criminals, and that information can be sold over the internet. So what they will do is they will wait, because all email communication, whatever the email communication you guys they guys are, it's been forwarded to this person. You want to request payment from the customer, this person has access to your mailbox. He can create his own invoice, bank details, request the customer to send the payment to his account. Payment redirection, right, is also the same thing. Once they have access to their email communication, email chain, they can customize the email, redirect the payment to their bank accounts. Weeks or months of silent access, which I've already discussed, which means they prefer to stay silent. It's a silent attack, which means they observe it for months, and they prefer to do it when people do not monitor. For instance, let's say if we talk about Christmas, Christmas timing, weeks when everybody is on vacation, right? They don't monitor their emails. Now they will actually try to compromise. They will try to compromise the account, try to steal the information, and then try to observe the payments. And they already start doing these before Christmas when people are on vacation. No, not monitoring their emails. I mean, there are certain ways. Microsoft is also, we need to make sure email security solution that we are using is latest. We are following certain Microsoft policies. First of all, I'd say set up safe links and safe attachments. This is one of the also security parameter that we must adopt. Security, MFA, conditional access policy, location based geofencing is enabled. More specifically, right, your staff is working from the office, so make sure allow those only. Your office public IP address. So review inbox rules regularly. Make sure train your staff regularly. I mean, regular training should be arranged for the staff. Phishing simulations should be done. User should be aware what exactly they are doing. And also, one of the things which I must say, people, since shared mailbox is, I already discussed the same thing in my previous video, shared mailbox. So I'm not going to talk about what is shared mailbox is, but shared mailbox is when, because it's shared with other people, so we should also, IT administrators should or must check rules to make sure alerts are set up correctly. Auto email forwarding should be disabled. So how to prevent it, which I have already discussed how to prevent it. Disable auto forwarding, right? Alert on rule creation. Auto forwarding should be disabled. Alert on when a new rule is added to your tenant, in anyone's mailbox, you should get an alert. You should immediately review with the owner of the mailbox. Otherwise, thoroughly review the logs, sign-in logs, audit logs, enforce MFA and conditional access, which I've already discussed in my previous slide. Yeah, location-based conditional access policy, geofencing should be enabled, legacy authentication should be disabled. Key takeaway is inbox rules are silent. By default, you do not get an alert. It depends on the company standard, company security, how companies want their email IT solutions to be, how secure. Because most of the organizations do not change security parameters. They leave it secure defaults, which is not a good practice. So MFA should be enforced. Location-based conditional access should be enabled, and disable security defaults. This is also I would recommend. Attackers rely on silence. Attackers prefer to work on during holidays when most of the people are on vacation. They do not monitor their emails, even though alerts are there, but no one is monitoring the alerts. If you guys would like to learn more about hidden inbox rules, I have written a full article on itblocks.ca, and the labs are also available on f11.ca. Thank you guys.